My name is Trevor Swanson, and I work in oil with multiple mediums. I like to work on canvas, board, and sometimes metal. So I came across art at a very early age. My family I come from a tradition of artists. My great-grandfather was a painter. I skipped a generation, and my uncle and my father were both professional painters. Probably when I was really young, I've got some great notes from teachers that my mom saved that, hey, great homework, Trevor, but this is beautiful, but let's really focus on the math instead of the dragons. Because I was always painting something. I think I scared people next to me for a long time, taking notes in college. It's like I would drift off and start doodling in my notebooks. Had all kinds of great series of monsters. And so it was just one of those things. I think I've always done it, but I would pursue it for a while. So I actually took some art classes in college, got straight C's. Like, well, this doesn't seem like it's fitting. So after that, I just started working on my own and kind of, taking lessons from my uncle and my father. When I had the right questions to ask, they would teach me, and then they would give me a bundle of stuff and say, all right, go on your own and go figure it out. So in a weird way, it was like I grew up with it, had a lot of the knowledge already, and then just had to refine what I wanted to do with it. So it's a process that has been handed down for centuries. I painted an old Dutch master style, like a Rembrandt or a Vermeer, where the whole process is really, really simple chemicals, a simple color palette, very earthy palette. It's not about the chemicals or what all the fancy things you can bring to it. It's so much more about what you do with the simple things. And their whole theory was use these things that are out there in nature to make what we see to represent what you're trying to celebrate and share that beauty with in the simplest way possible with this, but using your skill, your eye, your talent, and your patience. A lot of what I do requires multiple layers. It's 3 and 4 layers atop each piece. It starts off really blocky, and then that second layer is where you really start adding some of the patterns and the details that are going to show up on that last stage, which is kind of the beauty stage, where it really becomes something where the details show up. The lights get really light, the shadows get really dark, and that's where it kind of, the end results really celebrate your beauty. And I equate it to building a house. You start off with your foundation layer that's not the prettiest thing to look at, but it's there for a reason. You go to the wall layers, it's like sometimes a little awkward. It's going to be like your teenage years, like, I see it's going to be really pretty. And then that final layer is where you actually do the decorations. You actually make it livable, and that's where the beauty really comes in. You're using all those things down below. Everything has its price and its purpose, and it's there for a reason. But it's just, your eye doesn't really pick it up. What you see is that last stage. You see all those things that your eye, been building all the paint to get to that point, so your eye can see this. Nature is really what it comes down to. I've always been told, just like, follow your passion, follow what you love, paint what you love, and you'll never go to work a day in your life. Fantastic. So they come in, they describe it, though. It's funny when you say, to describe my art, for me, I think it's a different way of, people can relate, it's relatable. But I think for me, my biggest compliment is when someone feels like I've been there.